Yo, what's up, everybody? It's Austin here, or Luna. So today's story time, man, it's a good one. It's a really good one. I know I say that every video, but have I been wrong? I feel like they're pretty good, most of them. Anyway, today's story, yeah, it's a fun one. I hope you enjoy it. Leave a like on the video if you do, and let's get into it. So today's story time all starts off back in the year of 2016. A very fun year. I look back on it and I have a lot of wonderful memories. A lot of really fun stuff happened that year. A lot of good stuff. But also, there's some things that I did that year that weren't so smart. This being probably top 3. So, in 2016, I actually wasn't in high school anymore. I was supposed to graduate in 2017. Some of you might call me Unk for that, whatever. But yeah, my graduating class was 2017. Obviously, you guys know I didn't graduate. I dropped out, some years before that. And yeah, I wasn't in school at this time. All of my friends, however, they were in school still. So I'd have to wait until they were out of school every day to hang out with them, or I'd have to wait till like summertime to like really be hanging out with them a lot. And around this time was the summer of 2016. Now, summer 2016 was so much fun. I mean, I literally had so much fun. Definitely one of the best summers of my life, right? Like a lot of great memories. And this starts off like any other normal day back then during that summer. I woke up super fucking late. My sleep schedule was beyond cooked. I think I woke up at like 4:30 p.m. or 5 or something. I quickly made a video because I had nothing made for the day. So I made a video really fast. I think I got it done in like 2 hours. That's pretty fast for my standards. Usually it would take me longer than that to do a video, but on this day, for some reason, I was really fast with it. So anyway, I got the video up, and after that, I was free for the day. I didn't have much else to do, and I didn't have much planned. So after I got my video done, I decided to start hitting up some friends of mine. I had a pretty tight group of people that I hung out with back then. A bunch of my friends from my school, and a few people through them that didn't go to my school. And we were a tight group. I'd say there was about 8 or 9 of us, and we usually hung out all together. Like, we just have a big-ass group every time we'd hang out. So I started hitting up people from that group, being like, hey, like, you guys kicking it today? Like, you guys gonna hang out? What's moves? Like, what's going on? And nobody was hitting me back. Everybody was busy. I texted like 4 people, and all of them ignored me. And I was like, all right, well, damn, okay, fuck me then, I guess. Now, I will say, the 4 people that I texted, they all had jobs, so maybe they were working. But yeah, they didn't hit me back. So I just decided, like, okay, I'm gonna just play some CS. So I jumped on my computer, jumped in a call with a friend of mine, and we started duo queuing some CS, right? Now, we played like 3 games, which like back then, that took a while to do 1 game. So 3, that shit would take forever because it was like 1st to 16 would win. But obviously, you're not 16-0ing somebody. Like, they'd win some rounds too. So some of these games would end up being like an hour. And it was just so long. So after playing those 3 games, so much time had passed that 2 of my friends that I texted finally texted back. And they were out of work and they were down to hang out. So I was like, bet, let's do it. So after my CS games, 2 of my friends pulled up to my house and we all jumped in one car, my homie's car, and we started driving around the city trying to find something to do, right? We ended up getting some food, then we drove around for a little bit more trying to find something else to do. And after driving around aimlessly listening to music for like an hour and like not finding shit, we decided to go back to my friend's house. Went back to my homie Jeremy's house. We pulled up, went inside, sat there in the basement, just like chilling in the basement, listening to music, playing some Xbox, hanging out. And it's getting late at this point. Like, it's nighttime, and Jeremy's parents are asleep upstairs, and we're just like all bored trying to figure out something to do, right? Now, in Jeremy's basement, right next to the TV, he had this pack of golf clubs that were like just sitting there all the time. And Jeremy played golf maybe twice in his fucking life. Like, he never played. And none of us really had played either. And like, these golf clubs would literally sit there every fucking day and had not moved for probably like 7 years. And while we're sitting there playing Xbox, I made a joke about them. I was like, yo, Jeremy, you ever gonna move these fucking golf clubs, bro? They've been sitting here for like almost a decade. And he's like, yo, that's a good idea. We should go play golf. I'm like, motherfucker, it is the middle of the night. There is no golf course that is open when the sun goes down. And also, none of us know how to play golf. He's like, nah, man, like, not actually play golf, but like, we should go to a big field somewhere and just like drive golf balls. I have like hundreds of golf balls. Let's just like go drive them somewhere. So Jeremy wanted to go to some big ass field somewhere and just like drive golf balls, like hit them as hard as we can into the sky and just like let loose, I guess. I don't know. But you know what? I didn't hate the idea. I was like, you know what, man, that sounds kind of fun. Like, if you can think of a field that like isn't gonna have people there and there's no houses nearby that we're gonna hit with the golf balls, I'm down. And he's like, bro, let's just go to the school field. And I was like, our high school? He's like, yeah, man, it's a big ass field. There's woods right there. Like, the golf balls will go into the woods and won't hit anyone's houses. Let's do it. Now, there was a part of me that was like, sneaking onto school property in the middle of the night, pretty bad idea. And obviously, before I continue, never do this. Do not go sneaking onto your school's property in the middle of the night. I don't care how good your intentions are. You'll get in trouble. Don't do it. Anyway, At the time, when my friend said this, I was like, you know what, man? Fuck it, let's do it. So before I knew it, we were in the car with the golf clubs and the golf balls on the way to our school in the middle of the night. Keep in mind, the school that I dropped out of. So like, it was extra weird for me. So we pull up to the school parking lot, we park, and we go out into the middle of the field, and we just start driving golf balls into the woods. And honestly, man, I can't lie. It was kind of fun. I'd never really done that before. My swing was fucking terrible, and most of the time I was missing and, not shooting them very far. But every time I did get a good swing, it felt nice. It probably would have been better to just go to like a driving range or some shit during their open hours than to be sneaking around on my school's property at night, but whatever. I can't change it. That's just what happened. Anyway, I'm there at the field with my friends. We're driving the golf balls. We're having fun. And my one friend, we'll just call him Nathan, right? Nathan goes, yo, does anyone want to smoke? I brought weed. Now, around this time, I actually wasn't smoking too much, but on this night, I just felt different. And I was like, you know what? I'm down. And everyone else was down. And we start smoking. We're just smoking, chilling, hanging out. And like 5 to 10 minutes after we light this shit up, right? We're hanging out, we're smoking. All of a sudden, the school fucking security guard pulls in. I didn't know our school security guard patrolled at night, but I guess he did. And he pulls in, and we all see this, and we're like, oh shit. So we start running. We start running as fast as we possibly can to the side of the building where we wouldn't be seen. And we're just standing on the side of our school, looking around the corner of the building, watching the security guard park his car right next to our car. And he's just chilling there. We see him get out. He's just chilling there, staring at our car. He's just standing there, right? At one point, I saw him go on his little radio. I don't know who he was talking to, whether it was like somebody at the school, somebody at the police. I don't know, right? But he's just like on his radio, standing there, basically just like puppy guarding our car, right? Like we can't get back to our car or else we'll get caught. So we're kind of like, all right, fuck, what do we do? What do we do? So we end up walking to the back of the school, right? Now, the back of my school, there was another building that was like right next to our school in the back that had all of the buses for the school district. It was like the school bus like building, right? It had like the mechanic shop or whatever and like where all the buses would park for the night. And outside of that, there was a big bus, like with a billboard on it, essentially. It said bus drivers wanted, paying this much per hour, sign up at this website, right? It was just a big advertisement, and it was on a school bus parked outside of that building. And my friend, Jeremy, runs up to it and goes, yo, guys, get in here. And he pulls the lever on the back emergency exit, and he's able to open the school bus. I don't know if it's supposed to be open like that, if it just wasn't locked. I don't know. But he opens it and the alarm goes off. He's like, guys, get in, hurry. And my friends start jumping in this school bus. And I was like, yo, what are we doing? Like, why are we doing this? We don't have to do that. Like, the security guard's out front. He's like, Austin, shut the fuck up. Just get in. So I jump in. Keep in mind, the alarm's going off in this bus now because he pulled like the fire escape thing, right? Now, luckily, once he closed the door behind us, the alarm stopped. It wasn't one of those alarms that just kept going or like alerted somebody. So now we're in a school bus, essentially hiding from the security guard. And I'm like pissed off kind of because it's like, yo, we're in a much worse situation that we need to be in right now. Like we could have just like walked around the edge of the building and then like went down some back road and like called another ride. We could have had like another friend come get us. We probably could have called like a taxi or some shit because I don't think we had Uber in that area yet. But like either way, we could have found a ride, right? We could have just like left our car there for the night or something and got it in the morning. But instead, we're now hiding in a school bus for whatever reason because Jeremy thought that'd be a good idea and so did my friends. But you know what? I was already in too deep. I thought, okay, fuck it. I'm going to ride this out. Let's see what happens. So we're in this school bus and a couple minutes later, we see the security guard pull his car into the back lot of the school and he's driving right by the school bus we're in. And I'm thinking like, okay, maybe Jeremy was cooking a little bit. Maybe Jeremy was right to get in this school bus because if we were still in the back right now or like on the back side of the building, he probably would have seen us. And he didn't know we were in the school bus. So he just drove by. And at one point, he turned his little spotlight on. He's like spotlighting the parking lot looking for us. And he doesn't see us. And while we're all looking out the window on edge, I start smelling weed. And I look over and Jeremy's smoking a joint again. He relit the joint. I was like, bro, why are you smoking that? He's like, it calms me down. You want some? And I was like, bro, really? And my one friend goes, I'll take some. And he hits it. And then my other friend hits it. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck it, dude. And then I hit it. I knew every decision that we were making was not good, but I just, for some reason, did not give a shit. I don't know why. Don't be like me. Or don't be like old me, I should say. But anyway, right, we end up smoking the rest of this joint in the school bus. We hotboxed this school bus that was outside of the fucking school district, like school bus building or whatever, and also was like connected to our school basically. And we're just like hotboxing the school bus while the security guard is patrolling the school looking for whoever's car this belongs to and seeing if they're in the school or outside of it somewhere, right? Now, after we smoked the joint and we watched the security guard go around the building 2 more times, another security car pulled up and they patrolled as well. But obviously they didn't find us because we were hiding in this school bus. And they ended up patrolling it for about 30 minutes or so. They circled our school a bunch of times with their spotlights, and they were putting the lights on the school, through the windows, through the field. At one point, they were like shining them through the windows of the bus we were in, but they didn't see us because we ducked. And by the way, we had the golf clubs too. Forgot to say that. We brought the golf clubs with us because if we left those in the field and they saw those, they would have known that there was some people out there playing golf or whatever, right? So we had those with us. There was nothing left behind that would have like linked back to us besides maybe some golf balls in the field or the woods or whatever, but I don't think they found those. But anyway, yeah, the security guards patrolled the building for like 30 minutes and finally they gave up. We watched both cars pull out of the back exit and then just drive off down the road. I don't know if they were like going to get some food or something or if they were just done for the night. Or maybe they thought, okay, this car in the parking lot, maybe it belongs to a janitor or a teacher or something, like no big deal, right? So as soon as we saw our window to get the fuck out of there, we did. We opened up the back exit of the bus, like the emergency hatch or whatever, to that door. We jumped out the back, we closed it, shut it, and we ran to our car as fast as we possibly could, jumped in the car, and we got out of there as fast as we fucking could. We peeled out of that fucking parking lot, and we started driving back to our homie's house. Now here's the funny part. So while we're on the way to my homie's house, because he lived right down the street from our school, we pulled up to a red light. And guess who was next to us at the red light? The fucking security guard. And we both looked at each other. I remember like everyone in our car looked at him and he looked at us. And like maybe it didn't click in his head or something that this was the same car he just saw. But he just looked back forward and then drove off when the light turned green. And I remember being so happy that this security guard didn't know that it was the same car that was just in the parking lot of the school that he was, checking out. Because if he did and he like realized that it was the same car, he probably would have called the cops on us and like gave them our plate and stuff. And we probably would have had to like talk to the cops that night or something. But luckily we didn't. We just went back to my friend's house after that and we stayed our ass inside for the rest of the night. We ended up just hanging out there for the rest of the night. I passed out a couple hours later and I woke up at his house the next morning. And I went home. And yeah, in the end, everybody was cool, everyone was okay, and I learned a very valuable lesson. And that leads me to the next part of this video. Moral of the story is, do not go sneaking onto school grounds in the middle of the night to drive golf balls into the woods. It's a bad idea. Don't go sneaking onto your school property in the middle of the night for any reason. This could have gone way worse. Like imagine if I hit a golf ball the wrong way and it fucking went through a window or something and the security saw it or something. Like it would have been so bad. Also, if you have friends that were not as bright as mine, for example, Jeremy opening that bus up and being like, hey guys, hop in. Don't just listen to them. My dumb ass was like, oh, okay, everyone else is doing it, I'll do it. Don't have that mindset. That's a terrible mindset. But yeah, guys, that's the end of the story. Very crazy. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys enjoyed this story time, I would really appreciate it if you left a like. Feel free to leave your story times in the comments down below. And subscribe if you're new. I'll see y'all later. Peace.
Take his 401k and I'll put it on my wrist. Only YSL my fit. Still I pop these pills and fuck my life up. Yeah, I'll take a sip. Yeah, I still fall for those tricks. I got 7 days